Hello, my name is Sarai, and I'll be speaking about flipped classrooms. After watching this week's videos and readings, I was able to define what exactly is a flipped classroom. This method of teaching is a combination of online instruction with active learning. Some familiar examples of online instruction are YouTube videos and Udra on Canvas. The active learning part of a flipped classroom is the ways in which the teacher involves their students to be an active learner and participant. Some examples include online activities like short assessments, after videos, digital media creations, and engagement inside the classroom where students may collaborate on the lesson learned that day. Here we see a flipped classroom label. I was able to create this model through Google Slides. There are two sides to the model. The first part of a flipped classroom involves something called student pre-work, which is basically the idea that students watch their online lectures at home before going to class so that they can get a sense of what the topic is. The next part of the model involves classroom work, which is where students get to work together to solve problems and collaborate with one another. This allows students to practice what they have learned as well as ask any questions they might have. After watching the videos and readings, we will be discussing some benefits that were mentioned, such as students learning to become more self-disciplined, an enriched classroom environment, students being more prepared before going into the classroom, the idea that homework done inside the class will allow students to collaborate with one another and think critically. Flipped classrooms allow students to somewhat learn at their own pace as they watch their lecture videos, and it allows students to focus on those who are struggling with the material the most. There was a 3-year study done in a UCI classroom, specifically in an Intro to Chem classroom, where the results showed that students were satisfied with the flipped classroom environment, as well as it showed improvements from their last high school GPA as they have improved their current GPA when they were in the classroom. Some key takeaways of flipped classrooms that I got are that videos allow students to rewatch them if they are struggling with understanding the material. Schools offer to give students the resources they need when it comes to technology. Social media is an important factor for students in this modern era, so this idea of flipped classrooms allows students to use their social media to expand their learning, as well as keep them engaged. Two questions that caught my attention from one of the videos that educators should ask themselves are, what are the best ways to use my time as a teacher? And the second question being, what are the kind of instructional methods that can be used to be digitized? In other words, what part of the classroom lectures are the ones to be converted into online lectures so that students are able to understand more? These are valid questions to ask yourself or myself as a future educator. Thank you.